Good morning, good afternoon, good day, good evening, depending on the time you are going to watch this video. To me, I believe that at this point, Sowore is confused. Because you can also see now that Sowore has started criticizing Peter Obi for
the alliance of the oppressed. They keep going around the country to create an impression that they have alliance. So when parties want to align, don't they make public statements about it? They not just go to the Salah party and call it an alliance. Before people start entering clubs and calling it alliance.
And going to Kano. Because every one of us, we saw the video that was circulating in the internet about a few days ago that Mr. Peter Obi was in Kano with the ex-governor of Kano State, Nwakwoso, and the red cap people. They come out to welcome Mr. Peter Obi. So you can also see now that Mr. Sowore has also come out now to criticize the outing of that event, saying that it was all rented and gathered crowd to welcome Peter Obi. That also he was in Aba market for a few days ago, that people also came out to welcome him. And he's now saying that people are criticizing the village boys and the city boys movement. That why are they criticizing the city boys and the village boys movement? Because they are all birds of the same feather. I borrow his word, which he said they are all thieves. If you are saying that the village boys and the city boys are all thieves, that because as of today, it's only you, Sowore, that is a saint in Nigeria, because you did not believe that there's any other person that is more cleaner than you in Nigeria, because you believe that everybody in Nigeria are all thieves, because the city boys and the village boys are all Nigeria. To me now, I don't believe that maybe those are the people you want them to vote for you. So it is, you see, this is why we are saying that all you are doing, you are working, you are just hiding under activists working for Mr. President. That is, we are working for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. You are now doing everything possible to make sure that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu re-elected into power again. What is all this that you are criticizing Obi for? Obi is not your enemy. It's just like now you are now joining the oppressor to oppress the poor. If Mr. Peter Obi preaching his own movement or doing his own things to become the president of Nigeria, if Nigeria people wish or if they will elect him, then you yourself, you also have the same ambition of becoming Nigeria president. Why not follow your own path? Then let Peter Obi be on his own path. Then maybe at the end of the day, anyone that succeeded President Bola Ahmed Tinubu will succeed. But instead of you now focusing on criticizing Mr. Peter Obi, criticizing Atiku, criticizing Amechi, criticizing Alex Oti, because you say that those people, they are not relevant. You call them names that they have refused to mention your name. Mention your name. To me, I don't think Mr. Peter Obi will also have time to come out and mention your name. And I also see that Shehu Kuti coming out to defend you, that you have been fighting for democracy, you have been fighting for the oppressor. No one dispute that because no one disputed that, say that maybe Sowore has not been fighting for the oppressor. You have been fighting for the oppressor, doing your activities according to your own way, to the way you wish to do it. But for this one that you are accusing Mr. Peter Obi of all these things you are saying, that you know that you and Peter Obi may not be having the same idea. You are all fighting for the survival of Nigeria as of today. You and Peter Obi may not be having the so way, because this one you are just accusing every politician that come out to say that maybe they want to do certain things for Nigeria. It is very, very bad of you. At least this is not time to fight for Nigeria, because everyone that believes that yes, he wants to make Nigeria great at this point, I don't think that this is the time that we should be accusing finger, or this is the time we'll be pointing one finger on the other and say that this one is good, this one is bad. When we know the current state, we know the current situation of Nigeria today, At least it is now time for you activists that have the will to gather together and say, okay, now what do we do? How do we do it? What can we do now to make our country great again? Because we are now accusing this one there. This one is a thief. You cannot ally with this. You are not going to ally with this. Then who are you now going to ally with? Who do you want now to vote for you? Are you going to bring people from Israel, as I said in my earlier video? Are you going to bring people from Israel, or are you going to bring people from Cameroon or from our neighboring country, Ghana? I don't know where you are going to get your supporters from. The supporters you are going to get, they are all from Nigeria. Because we can listen to you now in this video that you are making, that you are not going to ally with any of them because those people, they are corrupt. Definitely, we all know that, yes, we have a corrupt politicians. At least, in any good sense today, as we are all seeing today, it is only a corrupt politicians who have repented that will make Nigeria great. But if we are looking for a saint that said that no, this person has never seen before, this is the only person that will make Nigeria great, we are all lying. And to you now, if we got to look at it very well, at least there may be one way or the other which also you have seen, because no one is saint. We are not saying that Peter Obi is a saint. Peter Obi may be wrong in one way or the other, because we know that your annoyance now is that why do the young people, why do the young Nigeria attack themselves or align with a Peter Obi? Because it's just like Peter Obi have just come from nowhere to take your position, because everyone know that 2019, some of the youth in Nigeria, they stand with you, because it's just like you were also having that belief that in every obstacle election, when you came out to contest, people will always stand with you. You know, at least to the way you are doing, I don't think that to me, if there should be any ballot paper today, I know that many other people will vote for you, but for me, I am not going to vote for you, because the way you are doing things, I don't think that a leader will act the way you are acting now. Other people may have intention of voting for you, but to me, I know that my vote, I will not make you to win. But to me, I am saying it, I am not going to vote for you, because I'm seeing your character now. But if you are talking of in other area, not in a political aspect, I am 100% with you. But when you are talking of this politics aspect, cut me out of it. So please, Mr. Sowore, tell us and show us the direction. Tell us who are we going to vote for, because you are now criticizing everybody and saying that this one is not important, this one is not important. So who are we going now to vote for? You know, this is where we need you most now. Please, this is just my little suggestion in this video. Please don't forget to help us share, and if you are new here, help us to like this program. And we are asking Sowore, who are we going to vote for? Because we are all confused. Because Sowore now is the only holy person in Nigeria. It is very, very surprising to us, and it's keep on doing it every day. We are all surprised. We don't know where we are going, and we don't know where we are coming from. This is why we are asking Sowore, who are we going now to vote for?
The Alliance of the Oppressed. They keep going around the country to create an impression that they have alliance. So when parties want to align, don't they make public statements about it? They not just go to the Salah party and call it an alliance. Before people start entering clubs and calling it alliance. And what they must also recognize is that the time for lying to Nigerian people is over. Too many of these very childish tactics. As they said, you don't cast. So, but we have no problem against those who want to align with whomever they want. They must also understand that other people are entitled to have alliances. I may not align, because the problem most Nigerians have with their language and tone and rhetoric is that they are only the ones who have the right to align with whomever they want. Without criticism. They are the only people who ask not to be criticized. If you are criticizing other people, you now say you can't be criticized, and like I said, you are not ready for prime time. And it is when you have something to hide that you run away from criticism. And you bully people and harass them. oh, how dare you touch my anointed? You know, that anointing oil has expired.
Imagine when such persons come to power.
Yes. So that's we have no problem, but we are more interested in our own alliance, which is the alliance of the oppressed, not this bogus. We cannot align with people who ruined Nigeria. I keep saying it. We cannot align with the criminal groups who made sure that this country did not experience progress and development for 66 years. Those who are responsible cannot enjoy our alliance or respect. It was with Malami that same night. And Malami is officially one of the biggest thieves on trial in this court today. I don't need to point anything to you. The hypocrisy that they represent will keep putting them out. The people you should pity are those who are fooled by them. I'm not talking about those who are helping him to fool you or helping them to fool you. Those ones that justifies his criminal alliances. You understand? That's not. It's the people who, in their large numbers, are being euthanized by these lies. I feel bad for them because some of them are genuinely interested. They think they are involved in nation building, some kind of movement that will bring about change, only to understand too quickly and too early that they are part of a fraud, a political fraud scheme, syndicate, a Ponzi scheme, one of the biggest political Ponzi schemes. We heard it from that could be put together. Is all these MMM, Peter Obi movements. Tells you today that somebody is a criminal, then the next day they are with the person and they will justify why they are with the person. The criminal structure is no longer criminal. It is now structuring, and they are helping to restructure the criminal structures so that they can learn how the criminal structures failed. They are the only persons who go and learn how to fail. We teach people how to succeed.
I've been in the same position for decades.
You know, we are talking about 36 years of doing this. So, but as you always want, I know you love it for content. It applies to all of them, and that's why I was telling you at the beginning of our press conference. Any of them that I mentioned about their performance, let them come and dispute it themselves. Don't hide behind one influencer. I don't hide behind influencers when I say my own. I'll say it on national TV. If you're a thief, then you're a thief. There's no crime in calling a thief a thief. And if you are the treasurer to a thief, you are a thief too. Because when the thief steals, you come and keep it with you.
Nobody should even celebrate the governor in this country.
Yes, sir. It's not even about, I've told you, Oti, who all of you are, I know the reason why they are upset about Oti has nothing to do with it. They are upset about Oti when they saw the organic crowd that received me in Aba. They didn't know that I could enter Aba without rice, And that is why their principal had to go and borrow people at Salah in Kano. And they are celebrating it. Oh, Peter Obi was in Kano. He met with Kwakwaso. When did Kwakwaso become a saint? Is it not the same Kwakwaso you were abusing in 2023? That he's the saboteur for not working with Peter Obi. Suddenly, Kwakwaso is a saint because he borrowed you the crowd in his compound in Kano, where they are eating salad. That's why I say be careful before they start telling you that if you go to a club, it's an alliance. If you go and attend a party, it's also an alliance. You go and attend a wedding, it's an alliance. Well, those ones might have value, I don't know, but let's just play this honestly. Because if you are condemning the city boys, you will also have a right to condemn your village thieves. That's the truth. And by the way, we condemn both the city boys and the village boys, the village girls, and the city girls. All of them that are supporting the retrogressive, political system in the country, all stand condemned. Whether they form themselves into village or city boys, all of them will be disgraced in this country.
So how would you describe this sentence?